What's up, Flames? Welcome back to another episode of Flame of the City. It's your boy Bill, and
Your boy Edwin.
we back, man. You know, it's been a while. What did I miss? Let's go. Man, we've been busy. I ain't gonna lie. What we been doing, bro? Really?
Traveling, bro.
Traveling. Yeah, we've been traveling
And working.
and working. So much work. Like, usually it's like on and off, and then sometimes it's really off, and lately it's just been really on. So all we've been doing is working. We get out too goddamn tired, and this thing takes time. I give it up to those. Like, think about it. People gotta make time if they release a video every week, man, it takes up a lot of time, a lot of editing, a lot of recording, a lot of thought going into it. We try to freestyle most of it just to really you know, talk about who we really are a little bit and what we really go through and what we be thinking about. So we try not to what's it called, like make stuff up or
Fabricate.
yeah, or talk about what other people be talking about. You know, like, oh, let's see what these people talking about. We make up our own stuff. So yeah, we've been traveling. I just got back a few weeks ago from we went to go travel New England. Uh, it was crazy because I didn't know what New England exactly was. Do you have an idea?
The Patriots. That's all that comes up to my mind.
Yeah, I know. Everybody over there is wearing Patriots gear. But now I thought it was a 13 original colonies. That's what I thought. But really, it's like 6 states that were like the original, like, I guess that started it. So we went and we did all 6 of those. It's pretty cool. We flew up to Vermont, and then dropped all the way to Connecticut, and then flew out back to Texas. That was pretty cool.
I went to Vegas. I was in Vegas gambling some money. You know, I came out a little bit up on blackjack. You know, I didn't come out losing, so that was pretty good. And I was out there, for the 4th time. I've been to Vegas a few times already, and man, every time you just do different stuff, bro. It's pretty badass for the people who've never been.
Yeah, I highly recommend Vegas. Just so much to do. No matter who you go with, whether it's your partner,
Gambling people, party people,
uh, history people,
yeah,
adventurous
you can go
people,
hiking.
money spending people, like cheap people. Like, it don't matter. You'll find something to do. You go with your family, your wife, your kids only, your siblings, your cousins, your side chick. Like, it don't matter. There's a lot of shit to do over there. So what'd you do? What'd you like on this trip that stood out?
I think what stood out the most was like this haunted haunted house. I don't know. It's from that show called Ghost Hunters
Okay.
or something like that, and they have a scary, like a haunted mansion. You go in there, and they have like a lot of haunted like relics and stuff like that. And supposedly they're like possessed and all that. Honestly, I didn't really believe that stuff, but man, once you're in there, like, and you see all that stuff, and they tell you about it, it's kind of
It
creepy.
kind of creeps you out a little bit.
Yeah,
Huh?
man.
Once you're
Like
there.
how they used to do like demonic rituals in the basement of the house and all this stuff. It's crazy, but sadly, they didn't let us record it or nothing like that. So I have no videos of that or anything. But if you ever go to Vegas, man, you definitely gotta check it out.
Us, man, we went to we flew in, like I said, we flew into Vermont. I think I drove a total of 750 miles from top to bottom, which is a lot, but I was driving about 2 hours a day. So I flew into Burlington, Vermont, and then that same day we left to New Hampshire. But my girl, like, she likes having everything in order, so like before she leaves for a trip, everything is already scheduled. And I was like, man, let's just chill and like not schedule any hotels or stays. That way, if we want to leave a city, we can leave. If we want to stay longer, like something's really nice, and we're like, man, let's just stay longer. I'm tired. We could just get a hotel real quick. And so we risked it, man. And it was funny because the first night I looked up a hotel. So we flew into Burlington. We dropped down to New Hampshire. And I looked up houses, and I found this really, really nice house. It was a little house, and it looked really nice, man. I swear, when we got there, it looked like something from the movie. Like they're about to kill us, dude. Like we drove into the house, and it looks like, you know how it's so nice. It looks like it's set up for you to die, like in the movies.
Yeah.
Like we drive, everything looks so like. And then there's a guy outside of that house. He's raking, like looking around, like he ain't raking nothing. He just like, I'm like, oh hell no. And we just parked in there, and my girl like, nah, we ain't getting this. And man, we burnt up out of there.
What the?
So we ended up just getting a hotel. But you know, when we went, there was like a big old motorcycle thing, man. It was like their 100 and something anniversary, and there was like motorcycles everywhere, dude. And one time we went to the side of the road to go see like a little, like an overlook, and there was like 30 bikers there, and it was just me and Jackie. Like everybody was just looking at us, like not bad, but you could tell like a lot of people like they just looking at us walk by. We're like, out of our way, we're just gonna see the overlook, and everybody just all the like the girls that were there that were with the guys, they look like biker girls, like tattoos and black, wearing black. There was a lot of scenery, of course. It's a lot different from Houston, and even from Texas, because Texas is nice, but it's like a lot of flat land. Whenever you go out east, west, you know, and over there you going up, down, side, and we stopped at a river. It was like cold, like real cold when we got in there. Even though it was hot outside, it was still cold. And all the bikers, they will pull over, they get into their boxers, and they'll jump in and they'll get back on the bike and burn off. I don't know if you ever watched the movie Hocus Pocus, but over there in Salem, Massachusetts, is it Massachusetts? Yeah, Massachusetts. They got like the witch hunt something. So it's kind of messed up because it was kind of like from what I remember, like a rumor. So there was a priest, and he had like a daughter, and the daughter had a little cousin, and the little cousin, she got sick, right? So then the uncle, it was her uncle, I think it was his wife's something's daughter. He went to go look at her, and she was really sick, and she was acting funny. And since he was a priest, he was just like, "Oh, the devil has gotten to her." So then they just like started gathering her family and started saying that they were witches and stuff. And they just start killing them like crazy, dude. Like anybody that he thought was a witch, they'll hang them. Or I think one person got burned. And then later, like they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just want to be good with God. I don't know if they were actually witches." So they try to like wash their hands from that. I was like, bro, it's too late for all that. He's still burning in hell.
Man, what kind of crazy shit they be up on over there, bro?
Man, it's a different way of life, bro. And Boston is cool, but those streets are so small. Like if you don't know how to parallel park, avoid renting a car or driving at all costs.
Mostly like 90% of Houston.
Yeah, like literally like 90% of the parking is parallel, and it's little spots, so you gotta squeeze in there. And everywhere you go, they charge. Any restaurant, like it ain't no parking free. I'm sure there is, but like tourist stuff, nah, you ain't getting nothing free. Everything's like $20, $25, $30. Like god damn, they were killing us with that.
No wonder they be angry all the time.
Mm-hmm. And then, but there is like a whole bunch of young people because the colleges over there, MIT and Harvard, which I didn't really care to visit. We passed by Harvard. No, MIT, I'm sorry. But I'm not into that, bro. School boring to me. But also we went to Gillette Stadium, which that's where the Patriots play. We went to go see George Strait and the Tennessee whiskey dude. What's his name?
Chris Kelson? Oh no.
We went to go
Luke
see.
Bryan?
No.
Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, we went to go see George Strait and Chris Stapleton, another dude that I like two of his songs. And man, let me tell you about that. You know, man, when's the last time when you go to a concert, right? Let's say you go to a concert. There's three bands that you like, right? Think about it. Let's say it's like Pesao, Cardenales, and like somebody smaller like Obsession, right? Some just an example. When the first band is done, what do you do? Like you jam, right? You're there. You get to the stadium. You go chill. Obsession goes up. They're done. What do you do when he's
Go
done?
get more drinks. Go to the restroom.
Okay, and let's say you go right.
Intermission.
Let's say intermission. Let's say the next band starts in 30 minutes. You get done using the restroom, getting your drinks in 15 minutes. What do you do?
Go sit back down.
Go sit back down. All right. Now, let's say the next intermission, you already got your drink, right? You're already almost done drinking, and you go to and you don't need to go to the restroom. What do you do?
I will get another drink.
Well, let's say you don't need another drink. Or you go, okay, 30 minutes intermission, you take 8 minutes to get a drink. You still got 22 minutes. What do you do with your leftover time?
Get another drink, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. Go sit back down.
I mean, yeah, think about it. We already lived it. You go sit back down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you what happens at Gillette Stadium. First of all, they tailgate for bands. Like, full-on tailgate. Like, you get to the parking, and it's a party outside. Like, everybody grilling, dancing, jamming. I was like, what? I feel like I was at a Texans tailgate. But it was George Strait, and everybody was jamming George Strait or country, and they had a lot of people had shirts that said "damn straight." That was funny, and it was crazy. I was walking, it was crazy. Like I was walking towards the stadium, and it's just like that's just what they do, right? But at intermission, everybody goes inside to chill. The whole stadium leaves inside. So as soon as the band is over, everybody walk like if you went to the game and it was over. Everybody leaves. And at the stadium, they got like big cafeterias and they all chilling there and they're drinking and eating in there. Even though they don't got to go to the restroom, they already got their drinks. They go sit down and then they hear the band outside. They're, oh. And everybody goes back outside. And then as soon as that band is over, everybody goes inside. That was so crazy to me. I was like, man, I'm going to just chill out here. Like, jam to the DJ, look around, see what it goes, what happens. And then also people, a lot of people dress nice, but when you go to see a band here, how many people you see dressed like they just woke up? Mm-hmm. Like, not many, right? Everybody goes dressed nice. Bro, it's about 25% over there. They look like they just got through washing a truck outside and they just went to the stadium to watch George Strait. There was like a person in hiking boots. There was like a person in like jean shorts and a muscle shirt, which I mean I guess is cool, but I'm not used to seeing that. Everybody you go to Toyota Center, everybody's dressed nice, dressed to impress. Over there, man, they don't give a damn. Also, like in Boston, we went to this parking lot, and it was so small that they were like parking their cars, bro, in front of each other. Like, if I get there and I park and I leave, I walk out, and then you get there and you park, they make you block me in, and you gotta leave your keys to your car in case I come back. But it's like, dude, like a crackhead. I swear, this dude, he ain't got a haircut like in 6 months. Tore up clothes. He's like, just leave me your keys, man. I said, hey, I ain't leaving you my keys. Well, get on out of here, man. I was like, damn. Like, rude as hell. I said, all right. I burned off. But, yeah, he was trying to take my keys because the parking lot was so small that they're stacking all the cars, It's a different beast over there. Boston, I guess because it's older, they just, it blew up and it's just so big now and so many people, and the town is still small at the end of the day. Also, George Strait, I don't know if you know, he came out with tequila. So that's what I was drinking there. I was doing Palomas. It's called Cody Go.
Cody Go.
And he got a song. Man, we was jamming that mug. I was sipping that Cody Go. I next thing you know, I had to go because I was out of there. I also stayed in a casino over there, which, some casinos like in Lake Charles, they somehow feel like casinos, but they don't feel like you're at Vegas. Vegas gives you a different vibe. And it's crazy how this casino gave me a Vegas vibe. Like it's just so big and so nice, and it smelled good. Man, there was this Asian lady when I was playing blackjack. Man, I was tearing her up, man. I kept getting 21s, and I kept beating her and beating her. I went from $100 to $700, and I went to sleep good that night. And then the next day, she tore me up. Not her. I went early in the morning before we checked out. I said, man, let me go win some more money real quick. Even though I already paid for this night with all this money I won. Man, they took all that and more. Oh, man. So once you win, man, just stop. That's it. Like, I kept going and going and going. Took my money back. And then I was like, I can make it back. I can make it back. I said, I'm going to get even or even worse. And guess what I got?
Even worse.
Even worse. But, it was a lot of time on the road over there and eating a lot of food. Man, it's American over there. There's not many Mexicans like that. So you eat a lot of American food, bro. I'm talking about almost everywhere you go. French fries, burgers, pizza, like everywhere, 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 everywhere. And I was like, God damn, like I just wanted some good hot sauce. Like I wanted something to burn my tongue, bro. Like I was, and then they didn't have the hot hots, the extra flaming hot Cheetos over there. Oh man, I was going crazy, bro. And then it's funny because when we got back to Houston, like my girl, she was like over it already. Like it was so much moving around. Like every day we slept in a different hotel. Like every day we had to unpack because you shower and everything. Then you gotta pack everything back up. Every day, except for one day we stayed 2 nights at one hotel, but still it was a lot of nights and we were tired. And she was like, when we got back to Houston, she was like, oh, I miss this humidity. I miss this weather. I miss Houston. I was like, bro, you did not say all that when we left. So yeah, I mean it was fun, but man, that that it tires you out, all that moving around and stuff. So I mean, you think you want to do all that till you do it. You're like, God damn. And we had a Chevy Trailblazer. Man, that thing did not waste no gas. I think I pumped gas like 3 times, like $30 each time. Like nothing, bro. That was really cool.
How much was gas over there?
Gas, it was a little bit more expensive, probably like $3.80 for the cheapest, $3.50 somewhere around there. Depends, But man, it was only like $30 to fill it up. I always had like a quarter, but it's still a little bit. Our case, like you drive a truck, like you just pouring and pouring, donating money to that truck. Also, man, we saw some what's the things that lighthouses, and it just brought me back. I don't know if you remember the movie The Ring. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember it too well, but on that movie, if you watch the movie, like in the movie, if you watch this certain film, like you would get a call on the phone, and then, hello, who's this? 7 days, and you hung up. You had 7 days to live. But on that movie, like as a child, that movie like messed me up because on one of the scenes there's a lighthouse, and like ever since then, I was scared, but I always wanted to see a lighthouse. So when I was looking at them there, it was cool. But that's all I could think about was that damn movie, and now I want to rewatch it because I seen it a long time ago. I don't remember it too well. Do you remember that movie at all?
Yeah, I just remember her. She climbed out the TV.
Well, I think a lot of people remember that because of Scary Movie,
But she climbed out the TV in the original one, right?
Yeah, she does. But I feel like that piece lived on because of that. Because, man, I don't remember a lot of stuff. But I feel like I remember that just because, Scary Movie made fun of it. Which man, I forgot about scary movies. I need to watch those.
Do you remember the new one, the newer Ring? When they would do it, like they'll pass a video through the cell phone.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Did I watch that?
I don't know. Well, like you would send the link to somebody else, and then when you watch it, you get the call. But if you like forward it to somebody else and they see it, it gets off of you and it goes to the next person.
But was that the Ring or was that like?
No, it was a Ring.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't watch that. I don't want to watch that. Next thing you know, I'm gonna receive that link.
Boy, the only links you get is boomerang links, boy.
I don't blame myself. So that's kind of where we've been. That's what we've been up to. Story don't change much. Work and a little fun here and there. This 4th of July, that was this past weekend. We did hit up the Blue Lagoon, which was one of our topics on one of our first videos. Places you could visit near Houston, and man, it was amazing. Shout out to my boy Eric. He went to go reserve overnight for us. So when we got there, we got a really good spot. We got in early, and best of all, we got in. And man, how many people you think went with us this weekend?
I want to say like 30, maybe.
Yeah, probably a little bit over 30, and it was cool. A lot of people got there, man. Like throughout the day, like they were showing up late and stuff, and some people didn't even show up. You know who you are. And then then what happened? And then also throughout the weekend, the Astros swept the Dodgers. That was great. I was so happy. They put a fireworks show on their ass, and I couldn't be happier than that.
That's right.
And I know they were mad. I know them Dodgers fans were mad out there. And they still calling us cheaters, bro. That's so sad. We tearing their ass up. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Just remember that. Oh, also, one thing I get updated on. I do run a fantasy football league, and it's 10 of us. And this past season, we got to agree that whoever came in last place, they would get a punishment. And this season's punishment was that he had to dress as a clown to an Astros game. It does suck because the series we played was against the Chicago Cubs, and out of those 3 games, we lost one like bad, and that's the game we chose to go to. But it did make up for it. My boy Big Juan, he wore the clown suit, and it was funny, man. He's so damn tall, like you gonna see he has a clown wig. It's just like you just see it moving. Everybody, like you see serious people walking by and they'll be like they'll start smiling, or you'll see people doing something and they'll look and they'll double look and they'll start laughing, and some lady has to take a picture with him and stuff, like from the parking lot all the way inside, dude. They were messing with him. Also, it sucks that the El Tiempo margaritas, I don't know what happened with that TikTok challenge. Apparently there was some type of TikTok challenge, but I did see a girl that was like passed out on the seat, like on the TikTok. She was just like laid out, and I think like they had to help her out, and that's why they changed I believe that's like why they changed the rules. Yeah.
The policy to only give one margarita per person.
Yeah, now it's one margarita per person. Them lines were already long. Now you got to go multiple times. But me and Juan went and got one each, and then I had to go to the restroom real quick, and I was like, hey, hold my drink. While I go to the restroom, he's like, bro, just drink it. And I was like, all right. I said, let's chug them. Man, we chugged the margaritas. God dang. Couldn't find my seat on the way up. I down there went to the damn rooftop. But yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, them margaritas are something else for real. So we're looking forward to Houston sports. The Rockets, they got Kevin Durant. He's already a little old, but he's still a baller. And well, the Texans, we just waiting patiently on those. And now I want to talk about a little bit about now and then. Things that we remember as a kid, and they just don't exist anymore. Like, just gone. Do you have any examples?
I think the main example is an iPod. You know, I think if you ask kids nowadays, like, hey, what's an iPod? You know, I think that's crazy that they don't know what that is.
If you think they don't know what an iPod is, imagine a Walkman.
Yeah, well, a Walkman definitely.
But it's crazy how if they don't know what an iPod is, right?
I mean, they don't even
I
like.
feel like that was so close to go, like, you know. But yeah, you're right. But I don't know if you've seen that. Supposedly they be saying that the Apple Watch is basically like the little Apple Mini or whatever it was with the screen on it. That's all it is. Like they just chop the buttons off and turn it into a watch.
I mean, I doubt it because.
It's just a joke. They got like it's not real, but they just be saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, because the watch is like way better. Count steps and everything. You know, back then you couldn't do all that.
Bro, like, back then, like, you had them, not like these headphones today, like, these nice, like, they feel strong, although they're, like, flexible. Like, back then, like, man, you twist them a little bit too much, they'll snap. Like, half the headphones had tape in the middle right here, because some of them sounded so good, and, man, you don't want to pay $20 for a new headset. I remember that. The DVD players were $20. I remember I've always had trouble with earbuds my whole life. Like, I put them in and they fall out eventually. So I always had to settle for ear hooks. And back then, that was hard to find. Like, in the early 2010s, like 2008 and stuff, you couldn't find ear hooks. But Sony had some, dude. They were like $25, and that used to pain me so much to pay $25 for. I was a kid, but everything else was like $8, $10, and if I wanted the hook, I had to pay $25. I was like, man. Then the Sony started coming up with these fancy headphones. I said, I will never pay over $100 for a set of headphones.
But I mean, it was really Dr. Dre that brought these back, though.
That's true.
He brought this style back. The headphones.
Yeah, he brought it. Well, I feel like he changed the game up with the beats. Like not too many. It's not that he brought it back. He just literally revolutionized like how we looked at headphones, because it was just different. Like we used to want certain headphones because how they sounded, and then the beats they look nice and they sounded nice. So you really wanted those, And man, they were $100. I said never would I pay $100 for a pair of headphones. Man, then my next headphones, they were like $350. I was like, damn, I changed. El dinero no es cambio. Also, you know how back then, if you knew you had a really badass DVD player, if you could put it down right here, right, and you jam it, and if you could tap the CD player and it didn't skip, you had a badass CD player. But if you were like, then you had a trash ass CD player. You need to go get a new one, bro. I don't even remember the brands, man. I don't remember the brands. Like, I think it had like a D on it, like a Chrome D or something. That's the one. Like, that's the one. Like, yeah. I want it, bro.
What's that, Dynex?
Man, I have no clue.
Let me see.
And then remember, like, when you used to burn the CDs with all the music from LimeWire and FrostWire, and then sometimes you got like some unwanted sounds and shit. Also, like the colorful CDs, you used to buy like them CD-ROMs, like 100 pack. It came with all those colors, like purple, red, yellow, blue. Nice stuff. And then I always like to like draw, like, like draw names and stuff, or write like, I forgot what was that word, calligraphy, when you like draw out names. And I used to love putting the titles on the CD. Be like, Billy's Mix Uno. You know what I'm saying? Billy Español. I had the MP3s with like hundreds of songs. Hey, bro, you know what was a game changer though in our house when we were kids? You remember when we first put a CD player, like the loud one, in the shower? like
Oh
that.
yeah.
It was like, so I think it was like waterproof or something. So the humidity from the shower, it wouldn't mess it up. So I put some screws on that wall, screwed it on there, put that screw mix in there. Man, I'll be in there practicing my vocals. That was some good times.
Yeah,
Right
that was
there.
pretty cool. Before we have phones and stuff to just press play on it.
Yeah, now you be on your little add to queue. Oh, let me look for my playlist. Hell nah, you have to listen to the same damn CD over and over. And yeah, before we have phones, that was something else.
Yeah, so you used to just throw the CD in the machine, press play, and then just take a shower. And then the next day you listen to the same music, and that was pretty cool, man. I feel like back then people were more satisfied with less, I think. Because like now, you can't have, for example, like now you can't even have kids at home without Wi-Fi, back then we didn't have Wi-Fi growing up. It wasn't even a thing yet. So it was different. Like we didn't have internet. We had the Nintendo 64s with no internet, and our friends would come over and play split screen. And I feel like the world was more connected back then physically. Now it's more like social media.
Yeah.
But it was cool, man. You had all your friends after school come over and play. And now it's like you just get on the game and then your friend gets on his game and y'all still play together but not together, Does that make sense? So
yeah, it was really, it's hard to like, I don't want to say like sports, but when you play sports, you can't play sports like obviously video games, but you can't play sports through a phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want to play basketball, everybody has to come together. Y'all see each other, y'all touch each other, y'all smell each other. Like, your brain recognizes that. Some people are cool with people on video games, and they don't even know what they look like. They like at all. They just like, Jesus had braids. Jesus had dreads. Just logged in. Let me log in too. And you don't even know what he looks like. He probably don't even look like Jesus. But that's how it is now. Like back then, fixing up your bike. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like you wanted to have the coolest pegs on your bike so people would get on it. That was cool. I couldn't get on no pegs. I was too big. I'll make your tire look flat.
Yeah. Also, back then, well, like we didn't have internet, and we didn't have no social media. Everything was more like
we had MySpace, but
I mean, even before that, you had to wait to get home maybe to go do that.
That's true.
So it was like, or like
it used to be exciting to log into MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Like now, you literally pull out your phone and you can see who messaged you. Like if you're in high school, you can see who liked your stuff, who hearted your stuff, who sent you a message, who waved at you, who poked you. Like within the hour, man, over there, you had to wait till you got home. The whole process, bus riders, walkers, car riders, all that good stuff, and get in the car, go home, and then your mom, you gotta change, you gotta put up your stuff, you gotta eat, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and then you home about 2 hours when you finally get on the computer and log into your
with slow as internet.
Oh, yeah, with the slow
with the
internet.
dial up. We had the dial up internet.
And then you'll see little girl, your little crush message you like different times.
But do you remember? So we had MySpace, right? And you can be messaging somebody back and forth, but like when they send you a message, you'll get it like 5 to 10 minutes later. You remember that? And then that's when MySpace came out with message IM,
yeah,
instant message.
That was like the first time you boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you could literally text back and forth like almost in real time, and that was something new. That was crazy back in the days.
That changed. Like now, anybody, man, it's crazy how it's so normal to us, but it's cool. I believe a lot of people live through like different generations, live through different transitions, but I believe the internet is just one of the biggest transitions there is, and it's just like this, like this is changing. This is, and also because the internet changed the way we shop, which affected a lot of retail stores,
Yeah.
Kmart,
Sears.
Walmart,
Sears was probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, like Walmart kept up with the game, but it was so different back then than what it is today. Like, remember they used to sell guns at Walmart?
Oh yeah, I think they still do sell guns in certain states, but I know Texas they did. Now they don't sell them no more. You know, and they used to have the fishes in the back.
The fish. Oh man, that
Yeah, that
for
was
us
pretty
that
cool.
was a must.
Like we would run straight to the back to go see all the colorful fishes, the goldfishes.
Yeah, we'll just, and then I remember those beta ones they used to have in their little clear container by themselves
They were separate from.
because they were so aggressive and they were so beautiful. They had a long curvy tails and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't put the man. We should be if I were going, I'll be buying them and fighting them.
Mm-hmm.
Put money, go on live, be like, who you got?
And then they have the video games too at Walmart.
Oh yeah, you need a neck brace when you leave Walmart because your neck be hurting when you like.
But it just sucks, you know, because I mean we used to play the games and all that. Like they used to have like 10 games, you know, and you could try the game before you buy it. But now it's like as a kid that just sucks. Like they don't have that experience anymore.
It's
Mhm.
like it's good in a way because everything is so accessible. Music, movies, games. Like you want it, you got it. But it was like something that you enjoyed about the process, like waiting.
Like Blockbuster.
Yeah, like
You used to go with your parents or something. Hey, let's go
Your
rent a movie. You
siblings.
get excited. Let's go see it. And as a family, you go and pick out a movie or two.
It was just
You know?
a process. Like at the end of the day, it's like, oh, what you wasted 45 minutes, an hour, and then you get there. You don't even. Sometimes you don't even know what movie you wanted, so you took longer trying to find something.
Yeah.
But just the fact that it was something you did with your family, that you know uh, you would put effort into going, into looking, and man, like they used to have a fee that if you didn't rewind your movies,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you took it back to
Blockbuster.
they would charge you for that, bro. That's crazy. Also, remember as a kid, like we always lived by a Fiesta. They had those little coupon little machines, and you'll take one and another one come out. Zzz. I used to walk down the hall and see how many I could get while I'm running.
Oh, yeah. There were coupons like for the food, right?
Yeah, those don't exist.
That's
no
probably
more.
why they took them off, because you used to take all them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Blockbuster was fun. I think it was a good experience going there and picking out a movie with your people. And then that's when Redbox came along.
Yeah, Redbox shut them down. But it's crazy how quick Redbox got shut down because they peaked and then they just disappeared because of Netflix.
But so Redbox came out and then they just destroyed Blockbuster. And, you know, all you had to do was just go to the kiosk, pick the movie, and it was cheaper. Well, I don't really, honestly, I don't remember because I never paid for it.
But you know what it was? Late fees. If you rented a movie for 2 days at Blockbuster and you were late after 2 days, man, they were making a killing off that. And that's what Redbox, how they got them. Hey, you could keep the movie for as many days as you want.
Yeah.
And so that's what got rid of Blockbuster from Redbox.
And
Not
then
a lot of customers.
And then that's when Netflix came around. And it was crazy, right? Because Netflix, you used to go to their website and then choose like what movie you wanted, and then they will mail you that movie. They will mail you movies in the mailbox. That was just so crazy.
I remember I was like 15 years old and I wanted Wi-Fi so bad, and my parents, Mexican parents, they didn't know what it was. They didn't care for it. And now we're so spoiled that it feels like a necessity everywhere you go now.
Yeah.
But at that time, nobody cared about it.
It was a luxury.
Yeah, and I was like, come on, let me get Wi-Fi. And they were like, no. And then I actually, man, I don't remember how I did it, but because I actually had a credit line. Because my dad got me a credit card when I was young, and I got to get a AT&T bill on my own, and it was like $20 a month. I had no job. Like every month, I was scrambling to scrape like $20 from somewhere, and then pay my mom so she could pay the bill, cause she didn't want to hear that. She wasn't trying to pay that bill. But that was crazy how I got to pay $20 a month for like 3 years till I actually got a job, and then I just stopped worrying about $20 a month. Like I know I was gonna have it. Crazy, like so many things change over the years, like clothing, for example. I feel like that's a big one as well. Just the brands, you see them go out of style. Sometimes they come back into style out of nowhere. It's just like how I remember Champion made a comeback a little while ago,
Oh yeah.
like a few years ago, but it's irrelevant now, and it was irrelevant for a while. But back then, I mean, that was the cool stuff.
Yeah, man. Also, like the haircuts too. You got all the Edgar haircuts nowadays. It's crazy. It was way different from when we were, and yeah, growing up or in school. All of us had like taper fades. I mean, of course, unless you play soccer, then you had the highlighted mohawks and stuff like that. They were too cool, man. They had all the girls. But I mean, for the most part, everybody had like taper fades, and then the generations before us, they had like their hair slicked back, and maybe like our parents or something, they had like mullets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
hair.
yeah, so now they bringing back the mullets and the haircuts, and honestly, I mean, I guess they think that's cool, man. But
Definitely different, but I mean, I don't know. Times change.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, they do.
we
do.
think it looks a certain way, and they think it's cool. Just like I remember. I don't know. If you remember, but when we were younger, we used to get our haircuts, and our hair would be really low. But whenever we would go visit Mexico, we used to go 3 to 4 times minimum a year. Uh, everybody over there had long hair, like not long, but they could comb it back, and our hair was so short that like it couldn't be combed, and they had no edge up, like they didn't know what that was, and then we actually went over there and we found some barbers over there that were starting to do fades, and they were starting to do edge ups, like it was starting to trend over there, and I remember my cousins would be like, "¿Por qué tienes un cuadro en tu frente? Like, why do you have a square on your forehead?" I would be like, "Bro, it's just like a haircut over there. I don't know." And then you remember we convinced our cousin to get a taper fade,
Yeah.
and we're like, "Man, cut your hair," and he was like, "Nah, I'm okay." I'm like, "Man, get a fade, dude, with like a 3 on top, which is like super short." And he was like, "Nah." I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna give you 50 pesos, which is like
$3,
like
$3.
$3." I was like, "Come on, I'm gonna pay for your snacks," and he was like he liked the haircuts because he liked the Houston culture. He was into like a lot of the Houston rap. Even though he was from over there, he could sing the lyrics from the English songs, although he didn't know what he was saying. But he could
But
actually.
also at the time, like Babo was coming up. He's actually the cousin that put us on Babo a long time ago. Cartel de Santa. And so basically, like if you had that haircut in Mexico, you were like a gang member or something like that.
Like it was so negative. If you had, they used to call it los pelones. Like if you had a bald haircut, you were just up to no good. Like you were just a rotten apple. And we convinced him to get it, and man, his mom was so pissed. And then that was during the weekend. Then Monday came around, he had to go to school. They suspended him from school until his hair grew back and he could comb it. Then he could come back to school.
Yeah.
We're like, dang, like we didn't mean for all that to happen. We didn't know. We were just, doing our thing, like trying to put our culture onto him. So because he liked it, he really did. And we're just trying to, embrace it, have him embrace it, but that didn't go so well. All that went south.
But was one thing that never went out of style, and I don't think it ever will. It's the Air Force Ones. Those been around for years, man, and they've always been badass shoes.
Yeah, everybody has always.
In every generation, those shoes been badass. But you know, it's just kind of cringe nowadays that they're making it cool to wear dirty Air Force One, man. That's like the cool thing, you know. Back in our days, it was like you had to have them crispy white, and you were the shit. You know what I'm saying? You get them a little dirty or a little crease, time to go buy some new ones.
Do you by any chance remember the clear ones? It has some
Oh
clear
yeah.
Air
They were
Force
colored,
Ones.
right? Too. Like the edges were colored,
Oh yeah,
but they were clear
clear,
from the
yeah.
inside. You could see like their sock or their feet or whatever.
Oh yeah, we wearing
Yeah.
those socks and they see all your little corners on your toes.
Yeah. But now it's like, man, they be wearing them dirty ass Air Force Ones. Like they just go cut the grass and then go to school with them or something like that, man.
You
Like,
feel cool, huh?
another thing, like how you know times are changing, is like if you ask a little kid, like, hey, how do you roll up the window on a car, right? Most us older people will be like, oh, well, you know, you roll it up like this. But if you ask a young kid, like, hey, how you roll down the window on a car, they're just gonna go like a button, like, zzz. You know, and it's just changing. Oh, or another one could be like, how do you do like the phone? Like, hey, so you know, like, call me on the phone, and like we'd be like this, right? Because you know we're used to the old phone, but they're used to like a flat phone. They just like probably like with their hand and be like, hey, yeah, or like this, but they don't know what this is. I don't know. It's just different. That you know, times are changing. That's crazy.
Yeah. I felt like the McDonald's too, man. Like the pay place back then, it had all them balls in there. Man, now you go. It's like
they just look like a depressed ass, you know, grown up,
abandoned ass.
It's just like a regular. It looks like a regular restaurant. But back then when we were kids, you know, they used to have like not only like the playground, but they also had like the Nintendo 64s in there. Remember? They had Nintendo 64s in the lobby. You could sit down and play the cool ass toys. Back in the day, they used to have like real badass toys. Not like the toys that they give you now, like that are just simple. And then also, do you remember when the Shrek movie came out? When the Shrek movie came out, they had green ketchup. You remember that?
I remember that.
They had green ketchup at McDonald's, bro. That was so cool. You know, and now it's like they don't put effort into stuff like that anymore. I'm saying, like, you know, it just changed. And then, like, also, you know, well, Chuck E. Cheese is still holding on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still for kids and stuff. But did you see that they're, like, supposedly making a Chuck E. Cheese for grown people?
Nice.
Yeah, they're going to make, like, bars with, like, arcades for, like, adults and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It's like, with us, it's like, you know, everything's moving with us. You know what I'm saying? The McDonald's, I mean, it was there for our prime. You know what I'm saying? As kids, they had all the cool stuff. Now we're like, we got older. Now McDonald's got simple. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. And then Chuck E. Cheese is going with us to adulthood. And it's like,
I feel like a lot of stuff coming with us to adulthood. Like, a lot of the movies.
You know what else? The Capri Suns.
Oh, yeah.
The Capri Suns with alcohol, you know?
Yeah, we grew up on them as kids. Now they're like, damn, these new kids don't drink this no more.
Yeah.
Let's spike it for the grown-ups.
Yeah, that's right.
And had us running to the liquor store for that. And like the movies too, like all these new Ninja Turtles, these Karate Kids, like Jurassic Parks, like all this is like from when we were little, and they're just making it for us now.
Yeah, like the Lilo and Stitch, really.
Yeah,
Lilo and Stitch, Lion King.
The Lion King, yeah.
I mean, basically we're like the kids with money now.
Yeah,
so they gotta
like,
keep.
Ain't nobody gonna watch a Lion King cartoon no more. So they make the real version where I'm all like, "Oh, it's real now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch that."
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, they're making all the old stuff new for us. I remember that phase when everybody was wearing the Filas, every color, like,
and the Fat Farms too.
And the Fat Farm with the FUBU, like, and the Cool Brand. Remember the Cool Brand?
Cool Brand
from Sears, South Pole.
Oh yeah, South Pole. That was a Psycho Bunny back then.
Yeah, that was like the definition of Psycho Bunny back in the day. Like, yeah, them fly South Pole striped polo shirts or them fly faded South Pole jeans. Ooh, boy, it was fly.
And what else with the Echo too?
Oh yeah,
Echo has some cool stuff that you used to wear, and man, that shit, it had you popping back in the days.
Yeah, you know what hasn't changed too much though. Well, kind of, but not really. It's for us at least. It's the movies. Maybe because we weren't raised in the drive-in theaters too much. But I feel like the movies still feel like. That's why I think I like going to the movies a lot. Still feels like back in the day, like bring your own little candy. You didn't want to buy that expensive stuff and just walk in and go watch a movie in the dark. Like I still enjoy that. Some people don't, but me and my girl, we love going to the movies. We grew up on that, so. Also like that Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World. What is it?
Shit, I don't know. I seen it, but I don't even know
That new movie came out, and it's like, some people were like, "Man, you gonna go watch that?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "But man, it don't look that good." I said, "Man, I've been watching these movies in the movies since they first came out. I like it. Just feels like a tradition at this point. I have to go watch it." And the same thing, they asked me like, "So if Fast and the Furious come out with a new movie, would you go watch it?" I'm like, "Man, it's corny. The latest movie's been like, yeah, I would definitely go watch it. It's a tradition, man. I've been going since part one, part two, like Tokyo Drift, all of them. Like, so yeah, I'll finish it off right, at that point."
Yeah, man. I think the movies is exciting to still go. They do have like those bougie ass movie theaters where you go in and you don't even smell the popcorn. They look so bougie, and it's cool, right? But at the same time, it's like you get more excited when you see the popcorn. You see the movie posters. It feels like a movie theater. But when you go to these high end movie theaters, it's like so bougie that you don't see the movie posters. You don't smell the popcorn. You see like just people dressed up really nice, and it's like it's cool and all.
It's not the same characteristics you see,
or the environment, or
the environment as a kid.
As a kid, yeah, that you expect to see all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think the traditional movie theaters, they're pretty badass still. You don't have to go all bougie and get lost in the sauce.
Also now, like half of them are reserved. That you reserve on. First of all, you can buy the tickets through your phone. That's one thing. Then you can reserve. That's crazy because back then,
first come first serve.
Yeah, and them lines outside were crazy. Yeah, I used to go early, so like if I wanted to watch like a 7 o'clock movie, I'll do my best to drive by there in the morning, like 11 or 12, and make sure I know how many people are going and buy all the tickets for that night, and then go home. Do what I gotta do, and then we'll come back later. I already have all the tickets. I'm not worried about it. But it's different how now you can just reserve it and show up. And what about all these people now with I only drink Fiji water, or I only drink Smart water, or can you pass me my Stanley cup? And back then we used to drink the water hose water.
No,
Spiders, you had to like shoot it out. Yeah, you have to shoot it out for like 5 seconds. Make sure all the bugs get out of there. And then, that metal taste was so good. Man, that was the stuff. All the vitamins and stuff in there.
Minerals. That's why we didn't get sick, growing up.
That stuff came out with it already had the Flintstone vitamins in there running in the water.
Oh, man, I hated those vitamins. They taste so nasty. Also, it sucks that we don't even see kids play outside like that no more, like how we used to. We used to always ride the bikes and just be, at our friends' houses, or they'll come over, fix our bikes, be playing around, making tree houses out of like trash and stuff like that. But now it's like, man, you don't see anything no more, man. All the kids just be inside playing Roblox,
Minecraft, Call of Duty. And they'll be on the phone playing. Man, we didn't imagine if they had no phone. If your kid had no phone, what would he be doing? Like, for real. Like, it's crazy. We were outside and we were, man, it was crazy. Like, I feel like when you talk about it, you're like, damn, did my parents even care about me? But it was like just a different time. Like, you just walk outside and go. Like, now most parents, and I get it, like, people are crazy, so I feel like I'll be more protective than my parents were, maybe because people are just crazier now. But back then, man, we would walk outside, but we knew everybody on the block, so
Yeah.
we play outside till it get dark, get hurt, get cut, break a leg, fall off the bike, bust your forehead wide open. Like we're doing some every year. It was some medical, but it was so we needed some medical attention. But it was cool, man. Like it was. I don't regret none of it. Like man, these kids they got some waiting for them when they grow up for sure.
You know how when I went to Vegas, I went to these like colorful rocks over there. It's like in the desert, and this guy had like this dog, right? You know how like the police nowadays they be having like those dogs. They're like robot dogs, and they be like breaching in the houses for them and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this guy had a dog and he was playing with it remote control, and the dog would like jump and like wag his tail. I don't even know if it, but it would like move like that. And it would jump like it was playful, you know, and it was like a robot. I was like, man, and it looked expensive too. Like you're like an expensive dog. And I was like, man, like how people have this nowadays. You know, back then we had that little, I don't even know, that little boo boo dog, and like you know, he used to sense you and he used to like light up the eyes and stuff like that. That it was happy. I was like, man, how can you compare these dogs that we had in our childhood compared to like the guy who has that dog now, and he had a kid with him, and the kid was controlling it. So it was like how you compare the two childhood, man. It was crazy.
Man, have a robot dog? That's crazy.
And it was like probably like 2-3 feet tall, and it even like jumped, you know, on 2 feet, and then it fell back. And I thought it was funny because I was like, who's gonna come turn it over, right? The legs turned backwards like all the way, and the dog lifted up and just kept walking. I was like, man, what the hell? It was just something so crazy to see. I never thought I'd see a dog playing, you know. I have seen them here in Houston, well, on Facebook, you know, when they breach a house for the SWAT and stuff like that, but not for like, you know, just for fun. I didn't even know people would buy a dog like that for.
Now, how much you think those things cost? Like 20 grand, 15 grand?
Man,
I feel like a lot, especially if it could flip over on his own.
Yeah, I'm
gonna pay for that.
But yeah, it's just very different from our childhood. But honestly, I feel like our childhood was more genuine, more real life, you know, rather than I don't know, too much technology nowadays that does stuff for you. When back then we had to do everything for ourselves, you know. So
yeah, like half the things they do like is with their brain, and we stay actually like bro, we couldn't play Call of Duty. We'll go shoot each other with airsoft BB guns when we were little.
Yeah,
and you couldn't play like all these games. You do the little sticks with the swords. Like you'll be like, all right, when I go up here, you do like this, and you'll be caught whatever that's called choreography. Your own little stunts. Riding bikes for miles. That was my stuff right there. All right, guys, that's all we have for y'all. It was nice remembering some of our childhood with y'all. We got a lot more memories. Hopefully, we throughout the videos we could talk about them, and maybe I could share some with us
in the comments.
Yeah, so many cool things. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our video. And see y'all next time. Flame out.